Well, artificial intelligence is seemingly almost everywhere we look, and the latest use comes in an unexpected spot: recruiting high school athletes. Joining us now is Brandon Huffman. He's the national recruiting analyst for Rivals, and you have more than 20 years of recruiting experience. So, Brandon, I can't believe we're talking about AI. Are people altering their videos?
Yeah, I mean, this honestly isn't just an AI thing. This has been going on for years with the ability to edit your own video at your computer. But we've seen a kind of a recent spate of it happening more and more with artificial intelligence, making a player look much better than his film actually really shows he is.
And there are a lot of people who are talented, maybe editing more so than actually athletically. How do you detect something like this?
Well, I mean, you're always going to use many points of context in evaluating a player. I think college coaches will do the same. They'll watch the highlight video, but they're going to watch the full game video. Nobody's got time to edit a 48 to 60-minute full game video. And then there's other clips that come from camps that are done by third parties that are also going to be able to vet it. But you're able to kind of tell the guys that just look a little bit faster than you're normally used to seeing on film. One thing I've always looked for on the sidelines: how quickly are the cheerleaders jumping up and down? How fast are the referees out there running down the field? If they're being manipulated and running much faster than a 50 to 60-year-old referee should run, that's a pretty good indicator that there's been some kind of editing done to the film to enhance that player's profile.
How long have people been altering their videos like this?
I would say probably for at least the last decade, ever since you saw more film going on to online avenues, such as Huddle.com, which is one of the biggest video platforms for football recruits in the country. Since then, players are able to drag that onto their own desktop, get into a movie editing system, and manipulate the film, add the speed. I mean, I listen to a lot of my podcasts at 1.5 to 1.7 speed to get through it. But that's one thing to get through the podcast. It's another thing to try to manipulate your ability and then think that college coaches aren't doing every possible way to vet these players. And so it's been going on for the last probably 10 years from the manipulation of the video. But in the last 2 years, you're starting to see the AI aspect of it. And there's usually some pretty good indicators that it has been, manipulated by AI. And people are looking for every advantage that they can, with NIL being such a factor in recruiting now, and the financial, withdrawal that could come from a big deal when it comes to college sports. You're trying to see guys take every advantage they possibly can, and video, which is kind of the initial tool coaches recruit off of, that's kind of becoming the first part of the Wild West in that respect.
Big time money at stake, and back in my day it was VHS tapes, and they were
Yes.
a little harder to edit.
Yes, I'm from that same era.
But also it takes the coach or assistant coaches to actually see them play in person. Isn't that still a big factor? I mean, don't they need to see the personality and see their attitude?
Oh, 100%. I mean, we've said it for years that a highlight film will get you recruited. The full game film will get you probably evaluated and offered, but that in-person evaluation is what's really going to be the determining factor, because you have guys that will report that their height and weight is significantly bigger than what they really are. And so when a coach brings a player on campus, the first thing they do is measure that height and weight. So coaches still want to see that player in person and make sure that what they saw in video matches what they see in real life. Because again, anybody can make their videotape look good, but if you can't have video there to measure your height and weight and to measure you when you're doing that in-person evaluation, now you spent a lot of time and effort manipulating that video and there's nothing to show for it. So coaching, especially because you've got millions of dollars now invested into college rosters, they're doing everything they can. And this highlight film is just one small spoke in the wheel of the big picture evaluation that coaches are using to determine if they want a player. So even if you're manipulating that video, still at the end of the day, there's going to be 7 or 8 other factors that coaches are going to take into consideration before they decide, hey, I want to recruit this kid, offer this kid, and eventually sign this kid to a scholarship.
Okay, we've been watching some video. I don't know if these videos have been altered or not, but what have coaches been seeing so far, and what are they saying about it?
Yeah, I mean, I think that they realize that, guys are looking for an advantage. What can they do to enhance their own profile? So they're watching it, but there's, 8 to 10 guys in the office that are watching it. In the recruiting offices, in the old days, you maybe had 10 guys on the coaching staff, 2 or 3 guys in the office that were watching the film. And those 12 guys were, all busy coaching the team as well. So maybe 2 or 3 guys actually got eyes on these videotapes. Well, now these schools have 15 to 20 guys in just their personnel recruiting department. So you got a dozen guys that have watched the film before it even gets to the assistant coaches, before it even gets to the head coach, and they're watching for everything. They're not just watching to see what the ability is. They're looking for those other little things. Is this video been enhanced? Is this video been artificially intelligent? Is it AI proof? Or is it something that this kid is using to make himself look better? And the second that coaches can kind of figure that out, they're removing that kid from their board. But there are so many new avenues that players are having to go through just to get recruited by schools because of the financial part that's now involved with recruiting, that even this advantage, it might make you look good on social media, but it's certainly not going to help you land at a school, because they're doing as good a job as vetting these things that, some of the old conspiracy theory videos that have existed for the last 50, 60 years, those are being vetted just as much as these high school football recruiting videos.
What about repercussions? I mean, if someone's caught, basically it's cheating. Do they kind of get blacklisted?
Oh, 100%. And word travels fast. I mean, people got to remember, when these coaches are on the road, there's 10 to 12 different schools all at one high school. They may be there to watch one guy, and they're all talking amongst themselves. Many of these guys work together at previous stops. So they may tell a competitor, hey, you should recruit him because we don't want him. We'd love to see you guys fall for the trap. But for the most part, word trickles around pretty quickly. It travels around in the media space. It travels around in the coaching space. It travels around in the agent space. And you could not only see what you thought was a good idea to maybe help you get recruited by some schools completely blackball you from ever getting any kind of opportunity to play at the next level. And you kind of develop a reputation of maybe being toxic and trying to take a shortcut. And no school is going to want to invest the time or the resources in a player who's doing that, because their feeling is if he's taking shortcuts and making his film look better, he's going to be the same kid that's going to take a shortcut when it comes to being on this team.
Yeah, invest, the key word with NIL and so many other factors. It's a big money game these days. Well, Brendan, thanks so much for joining us. Something for folks to keep an eye out for. Something
yes, absolutely.
Didn't even think about. Okay. And remember, you can watch ARC Salt Lake anytime on your phone, your tablet, or TV. And you can also check out highlights or interviews and get advice and tips from our newscasts on ARC Salt Lake on our YouTube page at the QR code right there on your screen.